Hey everybody, welcome to our vlog. Today we're going to do our first cooking vlog. Marissa's going to cook one of my favorites, which is sinigang. Sinigang is a Filipino sour soup, really good on rainy days, and today we're going to cook it with bangus, which is milkfish. That's the most popular fish in the Philippines. It's actually the national fish of the Philippines. Filipinos love the bangus, and sinigang is definitely one of my favorites. In the Philippines you can get sinigang with pork and with the large king prawns known as sugpo. The sugpo is my absolute favourite. The prawn goes really nicely with the sinigang. The sourness and the sweetness work together, but the sinigang bangus is really nice too. Okay, so here's our bangus. This was obviously frozen. We can't get these fresh here, but we can tell that it's been freshly frozen and it was healthy. If you look at the eyes are very clear. There's no bloodshot redness in them, and that's what you're looking for. And also with the scales, you can see that they're shiny and look in good condition. And then of course there's the smell. Once it's defrosted, you can tell that it's a nice fresh fish. So what Marissa's going to do now is descale the fish. If you was doing it as ihaw or barbecue, you wouldn't need to do the descaling, but because of the sinigang, it's best to descale this. You don't want the scales in there. Once the scaling is done, we'll move on to the cleaning. So if you don't want to do the descaling yourself, obviously you can ask your fishmonger to do that. They'll always prep for you. Just to say, bangus obviously is not available everywhere. There's a couple of other fish that is really nice to use for this recipe in sinigang. Tilapia, which is again is very popular in the Philippines, but I think is more broadly available. He's a good fish to do this. In fact, I bet there's people who would say it's a better fish to do this. It's certainly nice. And for people in the UK, cod is also a really nice fish to do as a sinigang as well. So this is just finishing off the descaling, and we'll come back when it's ready to start the actual cleaning. Okay, so Marissa's going to finish off the descaling now. We've swapped to the other side so we can see the cleaning a little bit better. Now obviously you need a sharp knife for this, but if you look how Marissa's doing it, the knife is actually at a much sharper angle. It's almost like at a right angle to the fish than I would anticipate when I first saw her do this. Okay, so now we're ready for the cleaning. The first thing Marissa's going to do is slice the belly so that we can get the stomach out and the guts out.
Wow, this is good. The fish.
And so out that comes. Obviously you don't want that in when you're cooking. So as we said in our previous video, and you saw the fish farming, Marissa grew up in a fish farming family, so she's done this quite a lot. Next we're going to remove the gills. You can see the gills in there. We don't want those in there. They're not very tasty or have a very good mouthfeel as well. You definitely want those out. Okay, so that's both the guts and the gills out, and the next thing we're going to do is clean the inside. Okay, so once the guts and the gills are out, we need to clean the inside, get rid of all the nastiness that was in there, and get the fish ready so that we can start chopping it up. And welcome back. So now we've got a nice clean fish. If we have a look inside, you can see everything's gone from the inside. So Marissa's going to cut the fins off with the scissors, the gunting. And then the tail. It's Might be a bit loud with the bangs. Sorry for the headphone users on that. And then we're going to cut it into the sections that we want for the Sinigang. So once we've done this, the next thing we'll do is put some salt on the fish, leave it for a few minutes while we go and prepare the gulai, the vegetables that will go in to that. So, okay, so once we've chopped it up, we're going to put it in a bowl and we're going to add salt to it and just leave it for a little bit. And then we're going to come back when we're ready to prepare the gulai. And welcome back. So here we have the gulai, the vegetables we'll be using. For the Filipinos, I will not be singing Bahay Kubo, Joke Lang. So what do we have? We have labanos, we have luya, kamatis, sili, we have sibuyas, sampalok, and kangkong. And in English, that's white radish, ginger, tomato, chili. These are a little bit hotter than we like, but we couldn't find the espada, which is the Filipino chilies which you usually use, which are a little bit milder. Onions, tamarind powder, this is what gives it the sourness to the soup, and water spinach. Okay, and we're back and we're going to start preparing the gulai, the vegetables. So with the kangkong, all we want to do is soak it for a few minutes, and then Marissa's going to start nipping the stalks off, and we're going to use the leaves, the dahon. First things to go in are the tomatoes, the ginger and the onions, and that's going to start the flavouring of the sauce, the soup, sorry, as we go through. So these will go in for a couple of minutes and we'll be back with the rest of the vegetables. Now we're boiling. We can already smell the ginger and the onions. It's really starting to smell nice. Next in goes the labanos, the white radish. I'm going to leave that to boil for a little bit and we'll be back with the next steps. we're ready for the bangus to go in. So it's been about maybe 3 or 4 minutes since we last saw you. The radish is cooking through, and so we're going to be putting the fish in next. We'll give that maybe another 4 or 5 minutes like this, and then finally we're going to put the kangkong, a lot of spinach, some parlock or the tamarind powder, and some salt in, and that'll finish it off. It smells masarap, and it's making me very, very gutom. Okay.
Yeah.
And there goes the salt. And that's some sampalok, the tamarind powder. That's the sourness that we really want from the sinigang. You can adjust how much of the tamarind you want to go in. This isn't particularly sour. Excuse the dog, he's hungry for it as well. But our son will be eating this and he doesn't like it particularly sour. I like a little bit sourer than this normally, but it's still delicious. Okay, and we'll bring you back when we put the kangkong in. So it's been about 5 minutes. The fish is cooking nicely, and the final bit goes in. That's the kangkong. We've got the rice cooking in the background. There's the sauce. It's the most important bit. It's smelling really nice now. And that goes, and it really won't take long for that. What, another couple of minutes, do you think?
Yes.
A couple of minutes. Just let that wilt into the sauce. Smells masarap, and I cannot wait to eat it. Okay, so we'll bring you back when we're ready to dish out. Should be another couple of minutes or so. So Marissa's just tested it and it's finally ready to dish out. It's looking and smelling really nice.
The head is the biggest.
The head is the biggest. I know the head sometimes puts some people off, but all the fish is there to be eaten. Smells good. The tamarind is really cutting through with the smell of the fish. It's really nice. And of course the chef's treat. Marissa's final taste of the sabao. The soup is the best. Okay, everybody, kain tayo. Thanks for watching. This is Sinigang na bangus. We're going to enjoy it now. It smells really good. If you got any thoughts about anything else you'd like to see cooked, especially Filipino food, let us know. And of course, like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Kain tayo!
Thank you.